Hey guys, Doyle here with Doyle's Basement Records. I hope everyone's doing well. This is another episode of my top 15 favorite movie soundtracks. This will be, where are we at? This will be 7 to 1 because I literally just finished filming 15 to 8 maybe a few hours ago. It's still loading. I got real bad internet reception down in my basement. But it's uploading as we speak during this. I think it's only at like 15%. Probably another hour will be done. And hopefully I'll release this one either tomorrow night or the next night. But I think it's time to get started. What do you guys say? No, before we do, actually, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Please leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know if I suck, if I'm doing alright for you guys. And remember, if you're looking for a perfectionist and some good editing, unfortunately this video is not for you. I don't have any of that good stuff. Just winging it as I go. I could wing it for 5, maybe 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll go for almost 20. It just depends how much I remember what I want to say. And believe me, a lot of times after I'll watch the video right after. I'm like, oh, why didn't I say that? But, you know, I thought the video was decent, so I'm not going to redo it. That's the only crappy thing about not editing. Well, other than that, let's get started. I'm playing some Tenacious D's first album, actually, right now. Great. Oh, Cage, come here. I want you. Love Tenacious D. But all right, regardless, let's we're at number 7. Empire Records. Love this movie since I was a kid, and love the soundtrack since I was a kid. I love both so much, and I probably watched Empire Records maybe about a year ago. That's one of those movies excuse me. It's one of those movies I don't know which one I like better, the soundtrack or the movie, and they're both great. I remember watching them since I was a kid. One of those movies, it always hits you different. Certain movies will hit you different as you watch as you grow up. That was one of them. Fucking Rex Manning Day. Jack Black saying he's a one-man band. I mean, that's funny. What was I? Oh yeah, Empire Records. I'm still talking about that. Sorry, I get sidetracked sometimes. Man, yeah. My sister showed me that movie. I was probably 6th, 7th grade, maybe in middle, anywhere in between there when I first saw it. Got introduced to a few songs, like no, it wasn't the Cranberries. Who was it? I forgot her name. But when she's her voice sounds like I don't think it's the Cranberries. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. When that one girl shaves her head, that scene with that song going in the background. Oh, such a good song. God, what is that? Regardless, but I think all the songs were perfect. There were some Dire Straits in there in the end, some Jim Blossom, and one of the great scenes when Joe gets too pissed and he goes to his office and hit the drums and he's going to play some AC/DC from Highway to Hell. Well, If You Want Blood, I believe is the song called. That's a great scene. But anyways, we're going to go to number 6. Another goddamn great movie, man, and a great soundtrack. Man, we're getting the crunch time right here, ladies and gentlemen. Getting these little some goosebumps going, man. Blues Brothers is number 6. Love this movie. Been watching it probably. A lot of these movies that we're getting into, I've watched since I was probably like 6th or 7th grade. That's another one. I would put more of my money on me watching it in middle school. My dad showing me that movie. Yeah, definitely middle school. Probably not 6th grade. But since day one, loved the movie, loved the soundtrack, seen the movie, man, 30 plus times I'd say at least, since I was a kid. And that's one of the ones I actually own, by the way, too. Like I said before, I only own a handful of all of these, And the ones I did, like the ones before, let's see. Purple Rain, Animal House, I own. I do have, but I just didn't grab it. And then, like I said, Blues Brothers, I do own. I'm not sure. It's probably anywhere in this region right here, or somewhere over there. Not 100%. But I didn't want to go through each one, so I was like, screw it. Since I didn't own most of them, I was like, I'm not going to do a show me owning just a few of them. Because, yeah, let's see. I only total, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I only own actually 4 out of my 15 favorite list. I only own 4 of them. All right. But yeah, oh yeah, Blues Brothers. I'm sorry, my dad showed me that movie. Like I said, probably in middle school. Yeah, I was a big John Belushi. So I think before that he showed me Animal House, and I was like, man, that guy's funny. He's like, oh, we should watch Blues Brothers, since I was really getting into music and I really took a shining to it, man. I thought John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd was great. You got John Candy in there too. I love the country bar scene when they just keep playing Raha, and then that little country ballad, and make some of those rednecks get all emotional and wishing they had someone by their side. Oh man, great scene. Whew, all right, we're moving on to number 5. And this one I am gonna own. They've just released quite a few, but I wouldn't mind the box set of this. That's Almost Famous. And here's another one. Don't know which one's better. The movie or the soundtrack. And I did, for Record Store Day, I did get their actually Stillwater. So it's all that band's songs in the movie. I do own that. That's another movie I probably saw 7th or 8th grade. Very inspirational. One of those movies, like I said earlier, you feel different kind of towards, after you watch it, you feel different. I don't know how to explain it, just like, man, kind of hits you in that special way. Maybe I'm just being emotional, who knows. But love that. You see Kate Hudson, yeah, she was always just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous lady. And it's funny with that, the main kid in it, I've never really seen him in any other movies either after that. The main guy, like Russell, I remember he did, he did kind of a prison mafia movie. Oh my God. It was called like Sleepers, about him being as a kid and as a grown up being tried. Brad Pitt's in that one, Dustin Hoffman, Kevin Bacon, Robert De Niro's the goddamn priest. Whew, mind blown. Oh, this is over. I'm just going to keep playing it. Oh, that's never good. But a little warm. Sorry, I get hot and cold in this basement because it gets real cold and I get a little chilly, then I start warming up. All right. Yeah, Almost Famous, man. Oh, and Jason Lee from Mallrats. My Name is Earl. That movie just had a kick-ass cast. Man. Oh, and then there was the young kid, Jay. Oh, my goodness. He's a big comedian, always kind of with Seth Rogen and stuff like that. He did This Is the End. He was in there, too. That diehard Led Zeppelin kid in it. But we're going to keep on moving. Dazed and Confused. I don't remember the exact day, but I do remember this was the summer going into 7th grade. Watching Dazed and Confused on cable TV. I didn't get to see it all either. I probably got to see the last like 40, probably around the last 40 minutes. The first time I saw it was super late. I remember laying in my bed. I got to watch kind of towards the end of it. Then, like maybe a month later, I found it again, like while I was in 7th grade. And you see him, man. I just think that movie's so cool, like, especially as a kid too. I still think it's a cool movie, but as a kid, I was like, man, all the cool cars, smoking weed, drinking, hanging out with your friends, just bullshitting around. The only part I didn't think was cool was them like beating the shit out of people like with the paddle. Like, I mean, I don't got interest in that. Like, no, that's not for me. I've never been a bully, and or so. I mean, it was funny for the movie, but no, man. The only uncool part about the movie really was that, but still enjoyed it. Not gonna partake, but I'd partake in all the other stuff. But yeah, oh man, that's a good movie. And I probably watched that. Yeah, probably no more than a year ago. That's one of those movies I definitely got to watch every year or two. Um, just a great soundtrack. Introduced me to so much music as well. Um, some of the scenes are great. Good old Ben Affleck's first movie. And you had Rory Cochrane, who was also in Empire Records. He was Lucas. Who bet all the money on black or red, and won. Then he's like, let it ride again. Lost it all. Oh man. Oh man, yeah, he's in. That's crazy. Yeah, Roy Cochran and Jim Belushi, or is it John Belushi. I get him confused. I'm actually watching According to Jim as we speak. That is with his younger brother Jim. So I keep getting Jim and John confused. I'm on season 7, and According to Jim. Man, that's a great movie. Or I mean, great TV show. I loved it as a kid, and it still holds up today. But anyways, we're definitely getting off topic again. But just had to do a little shout out from two of the guys who did or in the top 15 in the movie soundtracks. So they're both in there in 2 different movies. But yeah, Dazed and Confused, man, just a kick-ass soundtrack, man. Always, I thought it was so cool when they were playing "Slow Ride," man. Because that was the first time I ever heard that song. I just thought it was so badass of them just smoking weed and drinking. And unfortunately, God, I can't. You can't be. I don't want people drinking and driving, of course. But man, in the movie, them just driving around, just bullshitting, pre-gaming. All right, that was number 4. We're gonna move on to number 3. Eddie's in the Cruiser 1. I had Eddie in the Cruiser 2 at number 12. Another Michael Pare movie, obviously. So he's been in 2 so far, just like, guess what? John and Rory. But another movie my dad showed me in middle school. Love the soundtrack. Another LP I own, and I own one on CD and. No, I don't own it on cassette though. But I do own it on CD and on vinyl. Love the soundtracks, and yeah, since day one, man, I was a fan of the movie and the soundtrack. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out Eddie and the Cruisers with Michael Pare. And he had Eddie, which is full name's Eddie Wilson, who played by Michael Pare. Eddie Wilson had a great saying. He's like, I just want to be remembered for the music or not at all. I was like, oh man, that's a cool saying. But all right, we're gonna move on to number 2, Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny movie, because they put their whole CD on there, and I'm not listening to that Tenacious D album. I'm listening to their first one. This was their second. Love the movie. The movie kills me laughing wise, man. And the kick-ass soundtrack. I love their band, man. You will not disrespect the D. No, I will not. Jack Black has an incredible voice. If you haven't listened to them, check out their first album. They do funny stuff too, but check out this song called Fuck Her Gently. It is funny, but you get to see the range and the vibrato of Jack Black's voice. Man, he can belt. And then Kyle Gass graduated from classical guitar school too at an extremely young age too. Great guitar player. And he's a funny actor. He's been in tons of movies too. But that movie. I think I was a senior. I think I was yeah. I think I was a senior when that movie came out, and when I was in high school. I think that would be 07 when I was a senior. All right, And for my number one favorite movie soundtrack of all time, I do own on 45, but that's it. Not all the songs, unfortunately. That's Streets of Fire. Love this since I was probably... My dad's been showing me that movie probably since the 4th or 5th grade when I can remember. Another Michael Pare movie. And a young William Dafoe. And a really young Diane Lane. And then Rick Moranis from like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And then Parenthood. And the Ghostbusters. I've loved that movie since day one. I always still watch it. The soundtrack is just unbelievable. Oh my god, man! Like I said, that's my favorite soundtrack. I love the music in there. If you haven't seen Streets of Fire, suggest it. Diane Lane plays like a rock star in the late 50s, and she gets kidnapped from William Dafoe's biker gang, and Michael Pare was her old boyfriend. He comes back to town to rescue her in like the 50s. And William Dafoe's like a Hell's Angel biker gang leader. Oh, and the music, it starts off great at the beginning because you get hear one of the great songs of it right in the beginning. Please check out Streets of Fire. Great movie, great soundtrack. You wet the whistle. A little Mountain Dew. Oh man, so yeah, that's my number one pick. So that's gonna be it, guys. So please, let me know if what are some of your favorite soundtracks, or how bad my top 15 soundtracks sucked. But other than that, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Like I said right before that, please hit the comment. Let me know if I suck or if I'm doing all right. Other than that, guys, I think that is going to be it for this evening. Have a good one, guys.